Never gonna die!
Yeah, as we saw in those stats earlier, both these teams have not dropped the King of the Hill mode yet this event. Which one is going to make that first misstep?
Let's go! Losers finals, Optic phase, lock in. Renegade with the camo.
That camo got away with his life. And now let's see what the Demon can do with the first camo of the series. An easy kill. It's a perfect kill on the dead zone.
This is already looking so dangerous here from Renegade. One thing that I thought was super interesting as I was looking at Renegade,
The crowd is in hysterics.
These two teams matched up is he had the second to worst KD
Oh!
of all 8 players in the game. However, he had the most damage. So whether or not showing in the KD stats, he is doing work across the map.
Can FaZe figure out ways to find kills early on in this series to gain some momentum? A beautiful kill onto Renegade with that camo from dead zone. From Renegade's point of view, we were able to see now we're on board with Lucid. The repulse of the grenade keeps him full shield as his teammate acquires some hill time. Optic already back in the lead.
And look at this. Already spotted out 2 players in driveway. That now means FaZe are gonna have to rotate to a new location. Look at this, they're already looking towards gold, they're looking towards market, they're looking towards glass. They know that those players are gonna reposition because if that first push was not successful on driveway, they are not going to stay
He didn't read the other guy there.
Lucid finds his first death of the game. He had such a big series yesterday against FaZe. He literally took over. It was the MVP Lucid we know is capable. The world champion Lucid we know he has in him. Can he replicate that level of play? He is starting this series off so well. Now we're back on board with the Demon himself. Top yard, taking some grenade damage.
Yo, side note, Clutch has gotten so much better as a caster, dude. As a caster and an analyst. I used to not like listening to him cast at all. But credit where it is due, he is good.
I've seen it all 9 times, ladies and gentlemen. He is not kidding.
But Renegade somehow have the movement, not only just get over to dip, but move on the way over towards top gold, do so much damage. But despite great movement, despite staying alive longer,
just compared to the beginning of Halo Infinite, bro.
Optic so close to capping the first.
Should be a hill for Optic.
Game number 1.
Whoa!
Steps in for just a second, but Snakebite gets deleted. The teamwork of Optic stands strong. Trippy back in the hill. Trippy puts Optic Gaming up 1-0. Now the rotation to yards, what you want to pay
could be a good flank too.
Makes his way so
beautiful
quickly with that jump, still using that camo.
It's a little bit of value out of the end of that camo. That's good stuff.
And look at this perimeter defense. Trippy and Optic are not just waiting in yard for FaZe to coordinate their push. They went over, they swept out market completely. Now they know all the pushes are coming from LR and from driveway.
You know it, but can you stop it? FaZe Clan find the door, they kick it open, they control the hill now. They find the first pick onto Trippy as well. They should get some significant time here. Let's see if they can tie it up.
And look at this difference in strategy. Last time when Optic had control of the arc, they pushed over and took hold of market. You see what FaZe are doing here? They took control of LR and Loop.
FaZe again, they keep doing this. They keep, they just give the objective and play their lives.
Somehow Optic are able to come off spawn, retake yard.
And a lot of times it works. Right there, they kind of just handed yard to Optic.
Longer than one spawn rotation. That's got to worry you if
you're a FaZe fan.
Snakebite missing those shots right there could be crucial. Formal wins a big pivotal battle that could allow his team some more significant time here on Hill 2.
The old stick the crouch move. It works every so often. I feel like I see it mostly from Boo Boo Doo, but we also see it from every player out
the hard crouch every now and then.
Another push from FaZe. Royal 2 does not expect
it works wonders.
He's able to get great damage.
It's good for one every now and then, and that one is beautiful. Oh, when he's shooting nades! Oh my god.
Get another kill, but Formal doing so much somehow.
This guy's dialed the fuck in, bro. He's shooting grenades.
Tie-breaking fight goes in favor of FaZe. They have spawns, and look at this flank.
Beautiful quick flank from Frosty. Beautiful trade from Trippy, though. Frosty could have caused some problems there.
Royal 2, last one close.
Royal 2 almost gets both, dude. That was close.
One shot may make all the
a lot of time for Optic, but they are going to die out of this. Camo for Formal.
Optic with the third camo of the game. Formal snuck away with it. Makes his way up through LR. There's going to be pressure coming from Yard, but there's a player behind him. Frosty spots him with camo. Formal was shot.
Oh!
He sits him down.
Usually when you have camo, you're expected to be the one taking the first shot, but right there, Frosty's spotting him out like you said.
Frosty gets him. Formal wanted to go for the melee, but didn't want to trade.
Isn't trading back and forth as much as he's
indecisive in the gunfight.
Bottom center or closer towards hotel. Instead, you can get a round of kills and hold this whole
FaZe
area
creeping up towards
entirely.
50% on this hill.
Frosty and the FaZe clan are not out of this hill just yet.
OPTIC know that this is their one push to break.
FaZe are going to give again. They're going to play their lives and play for the kills.
Trippy gets taken down. Frosty looking to be aggressive towards you. The thrust can't allow him to get an angle on the kill. Dead Zone being such a difficult target, but multiple members of OPTIC across the map falling. Lucid tries to help.
Beautiful
Lucid
from FaZe.
This
should be a hill for FaZe.
Will not have an opportunity to get back to this hill. This game will be tied up.
They are going to have to give this one up and try to go for kills and control. If OPTIC try to just desperately push across the map, they are going to lose a significant chunk in hill.
However,
just like we called out,
all 4 dead for FaZe. This is going to be initial time for OPTIC. This should be a good chunk of time for OPTIC right here.
Another great rotation from OPTIC to give them some early time on the hill. That could be so beneficial to how you're able to play, especially now that there's 2 minutes left on the clock. This is a very contestable hill. How long will this hill last? OPTIC have intentions of pushing this one through fast. Already over a third of the way.
Yeah, getting so
Yeah, like right there at a clutch.
The
Just relayed so much information.
Little bait switch there from Frosty.
Knew what he wanted to say. Quick, concise, made his point.
I believe the term is bit off a little bit more than you could chew with that push, and with that,
and he and Walsh got great chemistry.
Control will go over to FaZe. Still members being a nuisance over towards Blue. It's Formal once again, winning a pivotal fight. Unfortunately, he's cleaned up. Dead Zone able to trade out that Formal kill, so a great job by Formal to be a distraction. Renegade now trying to capitalize on Dead Zone revealing his location. Renegade with this camera wants to stay alive, but overextends by the forward. Still a nuisance. No one can quite finish Dead Zone though, and somehow Dead Zone is still in the game until Frosty rips his head off with the shock.
Dead Zone did so much right there, taking out his former teammate Renegade when they used to team together on SSG, staying alive, getting a second kill, and just buying so much time for his team to move across the map. Despite FaZe having control there, they got 0 time in that hill.
But look, this is what I was talking about. A minute now on the clock, half of the hill towards OPTIC. FaZe have no progression. This may be the final point scored in this game if FaZe do not find a way to get this capture. OPTIC are fine playing time with this much of an advantage.
Yeah, they're just going to worry about kills, get the slaves, because this game could very much be decided by this hill right here. No need to desperate it. This is also going to be one of those situations where you almost don't want to scrap up the last couple seconds if there's a significant amount of time left on the clock, but I don't think time is going to be in abundance here at the end of this game, Wes.
Not at all. 38 seconds on the clock. OPTIC Gaming fighting from the hill with all of these trades going on has benefited them immensely. 60% of the hill now in their favor. The point is what matters.
Dead Zone gets 2.
Starting to tick as the hill becomes neutralized. FaZe over towards the side can deny this hill, but they have so much work to do as far as progression. If they want to be the ones that score this point, they will need to nearly play perfect. OPTIC are going to have a couple of members fall here. FaZe will have map control. They need to stay in the hill.
They realize
FaZe is able to get in.
Here
comes Camo. FaZe should be in position to get this Camo as well. I think PJ got it. Yeah, Snakebite gets Camo. 2 dead for FaZe. Snakebite has Camo. Renegade's going to get out of hill to live here. Probably going to see OPTIC jump in this to stop the clock.
Or I believe that was Dead Zone going over and sniffing them out.
The teamwork of OPTIC, the flooding of OPTIC.
OPTIC's flooding it, bro. They're trying to call game right here. They're trying to call game right here. They got to kill Lucid. They got to kill Lucid. He's just going to cap. OPTIC's going to get the point.
He's unable to push, and now 5 seconds are on the
5 seconds game clock. FaZe has to go to new. They're in it though. Clock is stopped. Clock is stopped.
Just tie it, but this is going to be a little tough.
But this is the driveway hill. I thought it was the yard hill. No, this is the driveway hill. There's no way FaZe gets this. There is absolutely no way. 1 second game clock. GG, that'll be it. OPTIC takes game 1.
Number 1, going in favor of OPTIC Gaming.
Game 1 goes to OPTIC. It came down to time. And the
what a game.
scrappiness of both of these teams, the turnover of every single one of those hills is why that game went so long with so few captures. Neither team really able to hold a setup. It benefits OPTIC at the end because that third hill, Dave, they were playing from the hill while trading kills, and that minor progression that you continue to stack on top of each other.
Big game out of Dead Zone. Dead Zone's been playing very well.
Like in the past, This player, Dead Zone's been called out for maybe not getting as many kills.
For FaZe right now, it has got to be Dead Zone, the newly acquired player for OPTIC. He has completely changed their play style, in my opinion, to a much more aggressive roster.
All right, there we go.
With Dead Zone in game 2, and he's already making his way to that
brothers.
I'm glad you highlighted that aggressiveness. I felt like there was times last year where we would watch OPTIC, and it felt like they were either just a little too reserved or scared. They would all want to just run together in one area here on Aquarius. Whereas we're gonna have to see if that changes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that peak shot from Royal 2, just using that heat wave to negate that OS completely. So despite OS going in the hands of OPTIC,
Heat wave melted his shit. What did he hit him like 3 times?
The micro movement for Royal 2 allows him to be such a difficult target, doing so much damage with that heat wave.
Good play by Royal 2.
Overshield negated. It is still a 4-3 lead for OPTIC Gaming right now. The map is split in half. A couple of members of OPTIC trying to push the utility closet right now. One's flanking car one. A beautiful job by Dead Zone.
Great job by Dead Zone there. The other person we're going to have to really keep our eye on in this map is going to be Renegade. One thing I was so impressed with him when it came to Worlds 2023 was just his ability to be kind of that flanker. And like I said, have that delicate dance, being a factor and charging across the map so that you can help your team collapse on somebody, but also staying far enough away where you're not just getting 2-on-1, giving them that free first kill in a neutral scenario.
Snakebite is by himself here on this flag right now. He is playing in a cheeky corner, playing it slow and for information, none being given to him at the time. But OPTIC, well, they expect him to be here. They've actually chosen to rotate across the map. It looks like a couple of members will be trying to push pink, but Snakebite doing a phenomenal job of slowing the game down and anchoring the space.
Partially slowing it down, anchoring it, but also just allowing someone from OPTIC to make a mistake. Sometimes it's early game. People are just going to try to charge across, try to make something happen. And that veteran leadership just saying, all right, I can just allow windows of opportunity for somebody to overstep. Someone just make that first little mistake and get that first kill.
We're not seeing it from his point of view, but Tommy Wilson is frying right now. Lucid with a beautiful 5 on the Snakebite there. Gets his team a little bit of control right now. 11-9 the scoreline. The second overshield already coming up, and right now OPTIC have so many members down.
Oh, he doesn't pop it.
He tries to go for it. He gets taken down.
Big OS for FaZe.
Well. FaZe not only
and they get
the
heat wave as well.
Overshield and map control with it.
Those little engagements, exchanges back and forth are such an important fight. And right there, FaZe not only just winning it, but also getting to walk away with this OS. Trading damage right back and forth there. I like that from Dead Zone onto Snakebite. Sometimes teams and players just avoid the OS completely, and somebody at some point has to fight them.
Snakebite gets caught out, having 2 members try to push into the base and get taken down. FaZe tried to push the respawners of OPTIC. It fails miserably. OPTIC have not given up a death since that push. They've been able to stagger the respawners of FaZe, and now they look to push into the base themselves.
And here comes the charge. They have the numbers advantage, but a great grenade equalizes so much right there. In the end,
OPTIC by 6.
Royal 2, Snakebite, Dead Zone, and Trippy all go into the respawn screen. And all of a sudden, you see OPTIC kind of on the back foot, all trapped in this util. Can
Oh, he's
Trippy
chowing
become
no
a part of the
shields. He
fight?
doesn't give a
Looking up.
fuck.
Answer is no. His teammates fall,
Oh my
and now
God.
he's just going for cleanup.
It's absolute fucking warfare on this map.
With some perfect shots
Jesus.
on the Trippy will erase that flank from impacting too much. It is still a 5-kill game, so although FaZe Clan did trade successfully there, they are playing catch-up still, 23-18. Make it 19. World 2 with the kill and the feed on the Lucid. Snakebite spots 2 players on bridge, and the bandit teamwork from OPTIC erases Snakebite.
One thing that's so brilliant about that play right there that we saw the double team onto Snakebite for was 2 members of OPTIC. They focused on a faraway spot, knowing that somebody that's an anchor on FaZe are going to overextend because they have the numbers advantage. So they're saying, hey, as soon as this person pops up towards top center or bottom center, melt this target far away.
Beautiful play from Dead Zone.
Nearby threats.
3 members
OS
of
up
FaZe go down,
as well.
27-20 OPTIC Gaming using phenomenal teamwork to continue to build this lead back up to 6 now. Overshield is up in the hands of
grab for Trippy.
I'm going to go into a listen-in with OPTIC Gaming and see how they treat the mid-game.
One shot. Shot with P, one shot with P in the fridge, in the fridge.
I'm trying to look at Joey. Take car, yo, car, Jen, yo, Jen, Joey.
Yo, what the fuck?
One guy P2, one guy P2, John.
What the fuck was that?
P2 weak, and they're gonna be in her closet, man.
What is Blood doing?
Bait, thrust for a second. Aimbot, thrust for a
Looking at
second.
it, looking at it.
On it.
I can look at it. Where's he going?
It's like P1 or something.
Watch out, P1. Watch out for yellow. Ask for yellow.
Yellow street, Joey, have shields. Yellow street, Joey. I needed
I
that.
don't see anything, man.
Stay down,
Yo,
Joey.
Trippy is so good, but I swear, once a game, he just does some burger-ass shit.
One more.
Roll two.
This guy's still fridge. He was fridge. Plug thrust.
One shot goes.
Here, Joey.
Yeah, hiding fridge, hiding fridge.
I don't know what it
Go
is.
throw this game, Joey. Go behind us. One shot P2.
P2, absolutely. Nice.
Yo, the guy blue box. Blue fridge. Blue.
One shot, P1, one shot, P1, sniper,
Okay, 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 okay.
You guys blue street, one
He's
shot.
one shot.
One more. I'm coming, Matt. I'm going.
Yeah,
Looking at you, looking at you.
P2, mating
He's weak on you, Matt. One shot. Nice.
Nice.
P2, P1.
But you on Yellow Street, Joe. Yellow Street. Two guys. Get your shield. Get your shield, Joey.
Big heat wave kills for my glorious king.
I'm walking part two.
I'm walking P1. I'm walking P2. I'm walking P2.
Yellow
closet. Yellow closet.
Yellow jet. Yellow jet.
Now, how do you yellow fridge? Can we go to yellow fridge?
Yeah, we can.
No, you guys can go car one right now.
Why are we standing in the open?
Guys, in the fridge weak. In the fridge weak. Can we kill this guy? Let's go P2 now. P2 now, Matt. Be there. Two on Matt. Two on Matt. Two on Matt. P jump. Blue P jump.
I didn't like that life out of formal either.
Car one, guys. Car one, bottom middle, inside, bottom middle.
Yeah, bottom mid, one shot.
That's two dead. OB and 5.
Go, yellow fridge, yellow fridge, yellow fridge.
Yellow fridge.
Look at P1.
One shot, yellow tree.
Yellow fire. Yo, P2.
Yellow fridge door, yellow P door.
Really big kill.
Two yellow.
Get out, Joey.
Two yellow P guys, two yellow P.
I didn't get it.
Oh no.
P1 on the vent, hiding on the vent, P1.
That's gonna be an OS grab for FaZe. FaZe still down by 5.
Yellow closet behind Matt. Look at cartoon, Yeah, get out. You guys, yeah, they saw Matt.
Yeah, OB's in there. Yeah, I want to get out with this combo a little
We're
bit.
gonna keep you left.
You guys should like kind of leave me a little bit.
I am.
I only want one guy near me. One of you should stay close.
Wow, they got out.
Here come FaZe Clay, and they picked up the overshield once again, not only getting the kills, but
It was a good job by OPTIC to get out right there, because low-key they could have gotten trapped and they could have gone like 4 deaths so easily.
Across the bridge, able to find the first opening pick. That's a big one to give you numbers advantage, but
They get out and they make it mixy. They at least get a trade.
Situations. We'll see if it happens here.
But they at least get 2 kills out of that scenario.
Strong, but how many losses can they mitigate here?
3 kill game now, though.
6 or 7 kill lead, now just down to 3 points.
They've always managed to get it back up to 6 since multiple times throughout this game.
Oh,
It's
no.
gotten to 3, but now down to 2. FaZe Clan and their ice starting to show here in the elimination bracket finals. Game 2 is a must-win for FaZe.
1 kill game.
To try and tie this series
Oh,
up.
no.
39-40, down 1 kill.
And here comes the push. They know there's some action over here.
Oh my God.
Snake bite.
How does Lucid live there?
Trying to fight. They're both
And now they're all trapped front.
Sneaking over
Good
the
flank from Dead Zone. 42-39. Trippy dies.
And the cleanup, which is so needed. Stop.
Dead Zone gets
those
another
players from
one.
just being able to regain their shield and fight another.
Dead Zone gets another one.
Success story here for the OPTIC game roster. Every single time they get someone weak from FaZe, they seem to have the angle. They seem to have somebody in position to finish off the week.
3 kill game, overshot in 15 right now. The map's about
This brother
split.
Dead Zone is playing
with some
so
good
well.
damage onto some players towards Car, but
Oh,
they
here
know
comes the
that
pink push.
pressure
Brother,
is
this is gonna be
key.
so sus.
The focus has got
FaZe
to be
gets
this
2 kills.
overshot
It's a
5
2-kill game.
seconds, and Lucid with an untimely death
Here comes OS.
gives FaZe Clan the opportunity to push.
Dead Zone's getting
What a great
triple
play
hit.
here from Dead Zone. He bought so much time. He had 3 players.
Does that
over
get his
towards
team
that
OS?
pink side of blue.
I don't know what happened.
Bought as much time being that anchor, so they had to spend
kill
a
from
lot of
Formal.
resources to get
No,
that one
Frosty
kill.
gets it.
Yeah, but
In the end, the reward with the OS, so we're gonna see if it pays off.
The overshoot goes to Frosty, 46-44. OPTIC Gaming in the
Still
lead,
a
but just
2-kill
by 2
game.
kills. 4 kills for OPTIC in this
Frosty
game.
took a lot of
Frosty with
damage.
this overshoot gets dwindled down a bit from the players in the utility. OPTIC see Frosty.
And OPTIC
get
fast
over
rotates
to
again.
The opposite side of the map. FaZe are split. OPTIC are together.
Yes, and they charge across. And this
Trade.
has been done
OPTIC goes 2
so
for
well
1.
here by OPTIC, realizing that
2 for
they're going
2.
to
48-46.
the most powerful player from the game in that last fight. They charged across. They went 2 for 2, and now only 2 kills away here for OPTIC Gaming.
48-46. The game turns to a stalemate. No one can make the mistake. If FaZe get an opportunity to go man up, you guarantee there will be a push coming. Formal still with the heat wave. It's like he's had
Formal's
it
in a
all
good spot.
game, playing a close corner. If FaZe walk into this trap, OPTIC will win this game.
He's also done such a great job just kind of having his back pocket. Think about that time where he baited Renegade over and towards the fridge and just got that
he's not
easy
showing
finish.
it immediately.
He's not giving up that information.
Looks
They
like
have
OPTIC wants to
find
get
out
aggressive.
once they're up close and personal.
FaZe is hiding pink too.
OPTIC decided to make the first move, but they've been spotted out.
Trippy gets 1.
Renegade goes down.
How's FaZe take advantage of this? They got
Snake
1
Bite
for
gets 1. Trade.
Only 1 kill away,
49-47.
and Formal decided
Here
to
goes
go
Formal on the
up
flank.
personal, decided
Formal's trying to make a
personal,
move right here.
finds Snake Bite.
Oh, and he 2-taps him. OPTIC goes up 2-0.
Makes a play instead
Holy
of
shit.
waiting for FaZe to make a mistake, and he punches OPTIC's ticket
Beautiful
to a 2-0
clutch time
lead
performances by OPTIC in those
in
first
the
2 games.
elimination finals.
And now we go to a forbidden flag.
A much different
OPTIC could
story than
sweep
what
right
we
here.
saw against SSG, OPTIC starting to clutch these games out. The pressure not affecting them at all. World champions, we know them as, and they're showing why they want a chance to play SSG for a championship in their own house. Let's make some statements in this game 3. It's going to be forbidden CTF. There's an overshot top middle, 2 snipes. And you can best believe we're going to see some headshots with those as this thing loads up.
For those that are new to this map, maybe not familiar with what's the main strategy here, you're going to be seeing these teams try to secure the other team's snipe hut. You want to control that area as you have better viewpoints. You can control the spawns and then run the flag over towards that snipe hut slash super side.
Viewership is good.
You already know that. Several members of FAZE choosing to push towards the snipe. No one quite going for the overshield at the early break, but it will look like OPTIC are in a better position at this time, unless World 2 has something to say about it.
Yeah, World 2 not
between all the broadcasts, there's a solid 70,000 people watching right now.
In their hands. Realizing that still
that's good shit.
Over at that snipe hut. There he spots the player. Trippy trying to go for that OS pole. You aren't going to get that for free. And look at this. Look at this jiggle peek.
Oh, and he gets away.
Lucid grabbing the OS. I believe Lucid also has the sniper. And this can be a little dangerous because
Royal 2 just cannot hit Lucid.
Coming over that close to your flag, Royal 2 can't be that relaxed.
I'll get back smoked.
Renegade does pick up a big kill there onto dead zone. This overshield continuing as time goes on to dwindle. A body shot from Lucid onto Royal 2 isn't good enough to acquire the kill, but it does suppress him back. Snakebite is going to look to be aggressive.
Wow.
Multiple members of FAZE overextend towards OPTIC gaming side of top middle. That has allowed them to get
what the hell is going on?
Lucid.
Oh, nice win. What a stick. What the fuck?
Shot hits, but the stick is great.
Fast run by Renegade.
And the overextension from Renegade may give FAZE an early lead.
Fast ass run. Yo, what a flag run.
However, they didn't put themselves in the better position.
Is OPTIC there on the OE? No, just Trippy.
Only needed 1 round of slays to get that flag.
Beautiful flag run.
Objective efficiency, you know I love to see that.
What an unbelievable flag pull as the kills are coming.
That's the start FAZE needed right there.
Since then, we'll see if OPTIC are able to use
especially
this
on
map
one of
control.
OPTIC's stronger maps. You got to take it to him.
In order to get
you got to take it to him early.
Flag moves of their own. Right now, Renegade was the last player alive. Still staying alive in his hut is a massive job by him to be a presence on the map right now because OPTIC would have surely pushed.
And look at this difference. You saw how during that unsuspecting neutral scenario, FAZE were able to just get 1 round of slays, get the flagpole.
OS should still be down. Trippy might get it.
OPTIC,
yeah, he does.
They had 3 members of FAZE down.
Able to get okay, we're good. I thought he was going to get back spanked. I thought he was getting ninja the entire time.
They're still trying to fight for their lives over here.
Okay, again, what the what are we doing? What play was that? What play were we making?
OPTIC get the second overshield of the game as well. No.
His brother Trippy pops OS, walks through Pink Street, spins in circles, doesn't do any damage, and then just dies. Dead zone is also 0-6.
A great defensive stand by FAZE, and with a 1-0 lead, plenty of time on the clock right now, but you got to feel a lot better than any time in the series so far if you're FAZE.
I can tell you right
that
now,
whole play just feels so trolly. I don't know what the goal was.
The little bit that I've seen of his POV, the times where I've seen him just flying across the map, grabbing flag right away, he's doing a little bit of everything. The other thing that also seems to be very complimentary here is...
Here comes the run for OPTIC, though?
You saw someone like Royal 2 just holding their hut.
That was 3 dead for FAZE for a second.
Right now, 3 were down. Snakebite, the last player
this
alive,
should be a cap, I think.
OPTIC are going to get this flag cap. FAZE clan coming off respawn. OPTIC do such a good job to find the kills. There is going to be some damage on the formal, however. Renegade trying to deny this one. Does stop it at the goal line. Is anyone there?
Oh!
Yes.
Okay, but now they got to try not to get counter-capped on.
3 down for a moment in time for OPTIC. Can FAZE get the kills and put the squeeze on?
Heat-seeking ass frag grenade, bro.
They have a lot of damage and they're pushing this towards sewer. This is the preferred route for most of these teams. Royal 2 running all the way
They're going to
down.
counter-cap this.
And that is dangerous there for OPTIC. I love this.
They're going to counter-cap this.
Royal 2 taking his time, getting his shields back, let his teammate on the bridge, just lay down shots. And just as soon as OPTIC were feeling comfortable, they're going to lose that lead.
OPTIC gets 2 kills.
No longer are they tied. Instead, we're going to see Royal 2
Wait,
FAZE
hang on. He's not running this in.
Look at this. Respawners from FaZe will be there to help Royal 2, but Overshield on its way up, and Royal 2 needs to find a kill. He can't quite take down Lucid.
Hang on a
4
second.
members of OPTIC now will swarm the FaZe base and try to get this return.
And look at this. This fight is going to be so crucial here for Renegade and FaZe. If they
And that flag returns. FaZe doesn't get that flag.
Even though Formal and Dead Zone still on their flag, not as big of a threat in those positions. And look at this, Overshield getting.
So FaZe holds off the push, but they don't get the cap.
And that flag is stopped.
But the return comes through from OPTIC Gaming. That Overshield does its job. You keep this at a 1-to-1 game.
Yeah,
Beautiful flag stop by OPTIC.
Any further than that, I thought that flag was certainly going in for FaZe.
Hey, welcome back, Amending.
Great defensive play by OPTIC to secure those kills and just fly across the map. Also great play by Royal 2, not just to force that in and try to go in a race against a sniper on the bridge.
Yeah, he wanted to get a kill, couldn't get a kill, and because of that, that just gave OPTIC the numbers and the Overshield control that they use in order to get that return. 1-to-1 now, the pressure continuing to build.
Bro, I actually just flinched. I actually just blinked, as if when he threw the nade and it bounced back in his face, I literally flinched like it was happening to me in real life. No bullshit.
You love to see the utility of some of the other weapons on the map.
I have no idea, Smooth Criminal, but I was talking about it. I was talking about it last game. FaZe, for whatever reason, has the tendency to
just using that
drop the objective, whatever it is, and leave it, and just try to like live.
Their number one focus right here is holding this hut. You see this.
And sometimes I feel like it works out very well for them. But against a team like OPTIC that I don't think is falling for the scam very often, like they just give up the objective in some scenarios. And now that's 3 dead for FaZe again. OPTIC, that's a cap.
Renegade, the last player alive. 3 members of OPTIC here on this flagpole, next to the flagpole, suppressing the rest of FaZe. Trippy through the tunnel is going to have a
See, OPTIC's not going to fuck around. They're just going to cap the flag.
This one. Nobody on FaZe is going to say anything about this cap, and Trippy gives OPTIC the lead in game 3.
And what a time to do it.
Everything is up right now. Big snipe by Frosty. That's 3 dead for OPTIC.
4 dead. And now
4 dead for OPTIC.
FaZe have a chance to answer.
So FaZe gets OS. FaZe is going to get 2 snipes as well. Royal 2 is pushed up in their hut. They're going to get 2 snipes.
Gonna get started, but he's gonna meet some resistance.
FaZe is going to try to pull the flag and slay as they go.
Get a little more damage out there, but this fight's taking longer than he wants.
That's a really good trade by Lucid.
OPTIC versus FaZe right now. The flag is out, but nobody on FaZe there to get a pull, I believe. You do see Renegade.
Renegade's there for a touch. Renegade's there for a touch.
Frosty's still with the snipe so far.
Renegade gets the touch.
Not able to help Renegade in this situation. Renegade does touch the flag, but he's going to opt to slay. Frosty looking for overextenders from OPTIC. He knows that OPTIC are spawning in the back of their base.
Yeah, he would have already heard the call out that there's this.
He's waiting for the OE, but OPTIC is holding.
So he knows there has to be a flanker coming out from somewhere.
FaZe gets another touch on the flag, but Renegade dies.
Did Frosty put himself completely out of this fight?
And Trippy flanks!
The flank, the long flank from Trippy gets the backsmack on the sniper.
Trippy got through.
Ooh, does he throw that off?
That Frosty missed.
I think he does.
Icon of Trippy going below, and Trippy takes the long flank, gets the assassination onto Frosty.
And you know he's never even expecting that. He's so far back, he said, I've watched this. There's only like a split second I wasn't
I didn't even see Trippy coming on spectator.
But that perfect timing from Trippy, and
Snakebite gets tagged by the vision pulse shit.
All the way around to take out that sniper.
Snakebite wins the
Good shots.
one-on-one onto Trippy, but he gets focused.
He's gonna die.
Traded out by
A little over
OPTIC
4 minutes
Formal.
game clock.
Renegade trying to be sneaky up the tunnel. Once again, taken down by OPTIC Formal. A big couple of kills will allow OPTIC to breathe a little bit better in their base.
Feels like a couple individual pushes there, whereas when we're seeing OPTIC push in towards a hut, we'll see 2 members flying by, as we've seen like Formal and Lucid pushing towards a snipe hut, whereas it feels like a couple individual efforts there. We saw Snakebite fall on his own. You saw Renegade trying to push up through that sewer. We're not seeing the same level of coordination on these offensive pushes from FaZe as we've been seeing successfully from OPTIC.
As time builds, the pressure builds. FaZe starting to feel it more and more. 3 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock.
Haha.
A 2-1 lead for OPTIC Gaming, and
3-4-3.
FaZe need to figure out a way to be a little bit more cohesive as this game will start to conclude.
And time is the name
That's on
of
5
the
and
game
13.
here. OPTIC are going to be perfectly fine just trading out slaves if they get the option. This next sniper could decide everything, because look at this already. 2 members of OPTIC staying over.
What's that shit called? It's called the Threat Seeker, right?
A little bit early, but gets the kill on Lucid. He has an early.
I've always called it Vision Pulse because Black Ops 3.
Royal 2 coming in for help as well.
All dead.
The kills, that's all
All dead for OPTIC, but 2 dead for FaZe.
We know where this flag's gonna go. Bring it over towards Renegade.
Can you suppress the respawners of Optic?
Oh, nice shots.
5 shots.
That should be a cap. That should guarantee the cap.
To the death cam. Renegade wasting snipe ammo.
And
that
wasting the
flag on
snipe.
move. And this is going to be a cap from FaZe Cleanse. No Optic choosing to
Yo, imagine.
extend up the ramp, and because of it, Snakebite
All right,
to go.
we got a 2-2 game.
2-2 now. FaZe will tie this game 3 up.
Not just only tie this game up, but keep in mind, Renegade threw off the sniper there. From
Is Lucid
Optic
juking the
side,
death
so
cam right
FaZe
there?
Should have a sniper of
Does
their
he
own.
doubles back real quick? Okay,
Despite
2
that,
dead.
though, Frosty, Royal 2, both falling. Lucid grabbing this flag, moving it down.
Oh my god, they're both one shot down there. What the fuck is going on?
There's no angles. That's one thing.
Snakebite gets them both.
Snakebite somehow gets
Okay,
over
Optic
there.
cannot run
Does
this. Optic
Formal
cannot run
this?
this.
Formal go for the slays. He has the only sniper left on the map.
Frosty needs to get an angle.
Hey,
He's on the
Formal needs to
flag.
get a better
He is
spot.
the one shooting Formal currently. Formal forced into a difficult situation here. A lot of pressure on the kid. He gets taken down. The snipe out of his hands. The flag, that one's dead.
That's gonna re.
There's still 2 members down for FaZe. Make it 3. And Trippy smells blood in the water. He's pushing up the tunnel. Blocking
3 dead.
the spawns, but he has his eyes on the flag.
Yes, blocking the spawns. Can't even run this way. He's running it right to Frosty and Royal 2, and this is going to be stopped. Now they just have to get the slays.
They're staggered,
Also,
though.
doesn't even know where other players could potentially spawn.
And that's a
This is
touch, so that's gonna
another
keep that run
touch.
alive.
They're trying to slay and run the flag at the same time. Kind of reminds me of that saying, building and flying the plane at the same time.
Oh, and he dies. Wait, 3 dead for FaZe, though. 3 dead for FaZe.
Members of FaZe are still coming off respawn. Trippy, with that flag in hand, has a snipe in his back pocket, but he's going to opt to run this flag.
Oh my
Gets
god.
across to the
He gets
pistol.
across.
It's over halfway. Trippy trying to take it down the ramp. What's the snipe?
What the shit? Go.
Renegade goes back for the touch, but falls into the courtyard.
Is anyone else there?
Trippy can no longer run this flag.
Trippy has to stay in slay. Somehow
What the
Renegade
fuck is
knows where
Trippy
he
doing?
is at. That's 2 members down.
And now that's gonna re.
FaZe
Do we not just run the flag there?
Go. Looks like Royal 2 sits on the recub, and you gotta wonder. That's
Is this brother high? Oh, they're gonna get counter capped on.
into a complete different scenario. Now flag being pulled
Beautiful
up.
shots from World 2.
What
They're gonna
a
get counter capped.
shift
No,
of
Lucid gets
momentum
1.
this goes through. Lucid trying to buy all his time. They have 2 members there from FaZe.
World 2
trying
gets
to
another
stop
one.
Lucid, pick 'em up.
Lucid
They
dies.
finally get the
FaZe should
kill.
run this.
But who goes to the flagpole? Where's
Optic
the
is
push
close,
gonna come
though.
from Optic?
Beautiful shots from World 2. Holy shit.
There's a player right behind the flag. Snakebite
Dead zone
able to trade with
trades.
that player. It's
30
one
seconds
member
game
that
clock.
was still remaining, making it Formal, trying to defend this flag.
They know where
Playing a
Formal
cheeky
is?
spot, but they know he's there. The pings come true. The assist from Royal 2 will give Renegade the kill. That flag still.
Can they get
short
touch on
in
this?
return.
Royal 2's gotta go for it.
Trying to decide, can he go for a push? Does he have
He's
the
gonna get a
window?
touch.
Multiple members of Optic coming off respawn will take him down and hop the
Now
return.
Dead Zone's gonna
Looks
hop
like
this
we're gonna
re.
Go straight to an OT. I mean, there's a small chance that if Optic wanted to overextend and try to get an OT pull here, but this one looks like both
All
teams
right.
are going to be just going into OT, relaxing off a brand new fresh start, and these teams going to be more evenly
Damn.
matched here on Forbidden CTF.
Back and
What a
forth,
funky
those
ass
final
game.
Battles win. Put 5
Overtime.
minutes on the clock, Dave. Let's play first to 1 here. Winner can extend the series or find themselves in the grand finals. Dead Zone looking to be very aggressive here. An untraditional route. He will have an early flank on the FaZe, and they have no idea it's coming.
Yep, and FaZe being a little more aggressive, getting 2
FaZe is
picks,
going
and
right
we saw this from
for the flag,
Renegade
though.
Last time he got an OS, he grabbed that flag and he did not
I actually
go
like
down.
this out of FaZe.
Looks like he's pulling
Lucid
over
gets the
towards
first kill,
outside,
though,
but
so Renegade's gonna have to play
realizes
his life.
he's gonna kill. Lucid right in front of him.
2 dead.
It's a good play.
Pick
See, Frosty gets
with
2.
Frosty. Now does he run it or does he slay? Looks like he's gonna let his other teammate grab that flag as he is just gonna get some information.
That flag's still not on the move, Dave. FaZe are choosing to slay right now. Trippy will have
Okay, there goes the flag, though. There goes the flag.
Their snipe, so he's across the map on an overextension. We saw the impact Trippy was able to have with a very similar play. Renegade pushing into the back.
Big win
of
by
Optic
Renegade.
taking Space. No one's still moving this flag, but they will have
This
man
is
advantage
weird.
on the map.
Yeah, it looks like Frosty's gonna be able to get this touch. Looks like not actually. Lucid getting the pick, so Renegade, although he's been staying alive,
gotta
he
leave
has
the flag.
not been able to really progress this flag any further, and this one's going to return, kind of even footing, and you know, Optic
shot.
gotta feel okay about that.
Yeah.
But one thing they don't feel okay about is Renegade still in their hut. As long as Renegade is in the hut, especially this weapon, they cannot rest easy.
FaZe were in a 4-on-2 with the flag already out. How did they not get it on the move? Well, no time to think about that just yet. Renegade still with snipe in hand, rips the head off of one, gives his team a 4-on-2 advantage again. Lucid with the peak shots will take down Renegade
Beautiful
on the
peak shots.
overchow there. Lucid able to stay alive, will release some of the pressure, and maybe OPTIC can get off their back feet for this overtime round.
Yeah, but here comes the push. Trippy and Lucid, the duo, pushing their hut, and now they can relax for a little bit. The last minute or so, they could not breathe, holding their breath there, because as people are in your hut, that is where the flag caps happen. But Renegade decided to take a little bit of a different route this time, realizing too much resistance at hut. Also meeting equal resistance by Formal over at the main ramp.
OPTIC with
the big OS grab.
overshield in the hands of
That's just
Trippy.
going to be a burn,
Shortly,
though.
It's getting deleted. Snake Bites is going to take a
Oh,
ton
nice
of damage,
stick.
and a stick to the feet. It's a double for Trippy and the rest of OPTIC Gaming. They are able
Big
to
kills from
finally eliminate
FaZe.
Trippy,
That
but
could have been a
OPTIC
push from
Gaming for
OPTIC
the
right
first
there.
time in this overtime feel like
Rough
they're
games
being
from
a
Dead Zone
big
and Formal,
aggressor
dude.
and have a little bit of control to play around.
Yep, they have the advantage now, dodging that grenade right there. But you gotta wonder, is OPTIC gonna take over this opposite hut? That's their main target. Too late. Snakebite, Royal 2 already over in the hut. But Trippy, can he do something with his miraculous flanks? He's done it before. Can he
Flag
do
grab
it
from
again?
OPTIC.
Flag gets pulled. Everyone from OPTIC.
Here comes the
advanced
pressure
on the
from
map
OPTIC.
Right now. FaZe need to find the kill.
I don't
Snakebite
know about that
Frosty
shell.
do so tremendously. 3 go down for FaZe, however. Frosty, the last player alive, knocked to no shield. The flag
Oh,
is
nice
still on the
shots.
field, and that could be the kill that does it. The kill.
That could be
that
game.
kills FaZe Clan. Formal with the flag up
Nice
the
shots
tunnel.
from Trippy.
Overextenders are the only
That should
thing
be it.
OPTIC Gaming have to worry about as Formal takes it in. He takes shots.
Wow.
Not enough. Formal cap.
OPTIC sweeps FaZe twice.
OPTIC Gaming's ticket.
And we have an SSG FaZe, or an SSG OPTIC, excuse me, grand final.
Venue is donned in green here for St. Patty's Day, and for
So FaZe,
OPTIC's
after winning the World
second sweep
Championship,
here against FaZe
goes out in third
at Arlington Major.
What an incredible
at our opener.
push there from OPTIC. It felt that they were playing defensive
Wow.
the entire overtime round, but if you give them an inch, you give them one opportunity. This OPTIC Gaming roster can run away with it, and we saw Formal running away with the flag like it was nothing. You blink and you miss it,
Wow.
but Formal and the rest of OPTIC Gaming
Good shit,
will
Smooth
be
Criminal.
able to compete for
You
this
did call it.
championship here tonight.
Their run is not over, however, FaZe.
And bro,
What
OPTIC
a
wins
showing this
despite
weekend.
a 14 and
They had
23
bouts of
performance out of
greatness,
Formal and
they
a
waited
17
too
and
long.
24 performance out of Dead Zone.
Exactly, the green wall twice.
Never easy to defend your championship, Dave. I know you have plenty of experience doing that.
Some of the times it was easy, but granted,
Damn.
there's a lot of times it
We're
wasn't.
playing T-squared for half of those, okay? I love you,
Damn.
Square. But let's be honest, when you go into a 6-month break,